Emotions fluctuate unpredictably, leaving us limited time and space to prepare. Sometimes, our negative emotions are triggered by tiny things, but due to the constraints of our work schedules, we are unable to access regular ER methods, such as seeking comfort food, walking in the forest, or going to a clinical intervention appointment. In this situation, entering a temporary comfort zone is an optimal choice. Compared to emotion regulation technologies that require complex setups, portable wearables like AR glasses show the potential in providing on-the-go ER interventions. So we are trying to explore the design space of such on-the-spot AR intervention. When deciding what ER strategies we are going to use for our AR emotion regulation experience, we turn to prior ER systems. We noticed metaphorical representation are commonly used to visualize mental and physiological responses. These metaphors serve as the embodied carriers that transform users' abstract mental or physical response that is hard to understand into tangible form. As Lakoff claimed in Metaphor We Live By, metaphor can help understanding abstract concepts via cross-domain mapping. This is why when we map one abstract concept such as our emotion or physical states into one concrete concept, such as tree, flower, sand, we understand and reflect our mental and physical states better. Regarding the question of how we understanding metaphor, psychologist Gibbs also suggests that embodied experience enhance metaphor understanding. In other words, if we can physically experience the metaphor, we will have a better understanding. So for emotion regulation, if we can use emotion metaphors to help us understand our fuzzy and abstract emotion, or we deepen our understanding when we experience them through audiovisual metaphors with embodied interaction, it leads us to explore the concept of touching emotion metaphors tangibly. To illustrate this concept, we present TouchEmotion, a set of AR lenses combining audiovisual metaphors and touch-based interactions, which allows users to engage with their emotions via AR glasses touchpad. We created three lenses: Lotus, Fire, Bubble, aiming to regulate anxiety, anger, and boredom. In the Lotus, you will use continuous finger movement to make the lotus bloom. Otherwise, it will shrink back. In the Fire, you will swipe the touchpad to trigger the ring, with any directions or speed. In the Bubble, you will tap the touchpad to pop the bubble. Hidden fireworks will be revealed randomly. We collected both quantitative results and qualitative results through panels measures and interviews. The quantitative results give positive findings that Lotus, Fire, and Bubble are effective in regulating anxiety, anger, and boredom. And qualitative results help us make sense of the lens effectiveness from quantitative data.
There's first for Lotus, and it seems to kind of can smooth your anxiety. And then whenever I see the Lotus bloom, and with the music, I feel like I was doing meditation in the morning, very therapeutic, and that made me feel really focused. And also with the finger movement,
I felt present. That's the one thing. Very present after seeing the flower, because I was oh, I'm noticing it's not growing as much, so let me focus, being in the moment.
The Fire, that's when you're angry, then you use your hand gesture, hand movement to kind of make you to shift your focus to something else, and then have you focus on the process of extinguish the fire, and then the fire can represent your anger, and then after you extinguish the fire, then well in this process, I feel like my mood is kind of being smooth, and then I feel very therapeutic the whole process.
The bubbles were actually very visually interesting. They're moving around, and I'm oh, they're little floating. I liked it a lot. I liked the bubbles. And when they did with the firework animation, it was woo! That was my favorite bubble.
And another part is the randomness. When you tap on the glass, it doesn't show you which bubble to pop until it pops, and that is really satisfying for me, and it keeps you away from boredom and really also let you stay alert to the environments.